Alright, welcome back, or should I say welcome to the new year, welcome to 2025. And alongside the new year we have received a new update as well. First day of the first year and already a new update. Lovely. I'm fairly sure there's going to be a lot of new things in 2025 with the game. I still have to check out the new stuff to see all the new different things that have been added. I know that the implant window and some other things have been broken, but at the same time they have been quickly repaired at the same time. So I don't know, a lot of things are happening very quickly. But in any case, well, how should I start the new year with Eve? And well, you know what? Let's just go and blow up some ships as usual. As I start, this is the way I started the year with every new year. Actually, same way I started 2024 and 2023, and well, 2025 will have the same start. Hopefully, I still cannot believe that this game, that I've been playing the game for like more than 6 years now, technically counting the alpha test as well. Has it really been that long? Well, I mean, I think I know the answer on that, but what do I have planned for the whole year? I have no idea. We will see what will happen, as I usually say, but I think it will be fun. And where is my ship? Yeah, this is my internet. This is my internet here kicking in. Oh, there's my ship, the good old space potato. This ship will be used today. A bombard tactic implant is my main implant, and will probably remain my main implant for a while. Even when it's nerfed, I will still be using it, and I'm still waiting for the nerf, by the way. I think we all are. But as always, let's go to the first target for today, and let's see what will happen. Okay, I kind of forgot what ship. Actually, no, I did not forget. We have a Tempest Fleet issue as our target. They are in a mission, and I could have used my Macariel. I need to buy a Marzio. I need to buy some other ships. At the same time, I also need to sell some things, because I need ISK in order to buy the new ships and new stuff. But I have to say, the Space Potato, the Dominix Navy is insane. Out of all the drone boats that I have, I feel the safest inside of the Dominix, because I can have so much DPS on this thing. I can actually have even more than I have already. I can buff the DPS even more on this ship. But honestly, the current DPS value of like 50,000, I believe, is overkill. I can get that up to 95,000, but it's going to make... I mean, it's going to make a huge difference, but is it really necessary to have that much DPS on this thing? And I'm not even using the most potent drones, by the way. I use a mix of drones. If I really want that maximum DPS, I would use the offense ogres or the integrated ones. I have a bunch of integrated drones from PvP. I did not buy them. I got them from loot, but I don't use them. I have a bunch for the Stratios as well, but at the same time I really don't use them. I don't really have the need to use them. But as of now, and as it was last year as well, drone boats are still the most lethal, and I would say the most broken weapon type. weapon carrier ships in the game. They are broken. Not because of drones, but because of the bombard tactic implant. The implant makes them broken. The implant makes them really broken. Okay, we are waiting. We are waiting for the fleet warp command. And let's wait. What is this? Is this something new? Because usually we would enter fleet warp. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I don't know if there's something changed. I'll just warp myself. I mean, I did
Warp
get the
drive
fleet
active.
warp, but why didn't the ship just go into warp? That's weird. Used to automatically warp. Not really sure if this is something new. In any case, we are on the way. The Space Potato Dominix is not the fastest, but you know, it will get the job done. I mean, and this build, I didn't really. Usually, I don't have this type of build. I usually have at least one reactive hardener, but you know what? I'll just go with 4 drone damage amplifiers, just because why not? This thing is already kind of wild as this, and there is the Tempest. Oh, offense berserkers, and 20% of battery left. Alrighty then. Let's ignore the battery warning there for now. I have 85 kilometer range, I believe. Yeah, 85. Okay, I'll just approach a little bit. Not too far, not too far off. If I had sentries, it would work, but I messed up my warp in there, so. I had the fleet warp command. I don't know what happened with that. In any case, it doesn't really matter. We have tackled the Tempest fleet. We'll have to see my options for fleet warps and stuff, because I think my options for fleet command are a little bit changed. I have to double check that, because honestly, that warp command confused me a little bit. Well, as we have already established with the navies, they are tanky. Navy ships are definitely tanky, but the shield on the Tempest is removed. And now we're doing some nice damage on the armor, and now onto the hull. Yeah, these drones are definitely scary. All of them are working, and the Tempest has been destroyed. That should be a good catch. After all, it is a Navy ship, and we all know that Navy ships are on the more expensive side of things.
Warp
My
drive
favorite
active.
Navy was definitely the Tempest Navy. I definitely love that thing. I kind of feel bad for selling my own ship, but at the same time, I really didn't have a. Oh, that's 8.9 billion. Not a bad catch. That's a good catch. That's definitely a good catch. I used to have a Tempest fleet that I used throughout the last year. I also had a Megatron Navy, I believe. Yeah, I did have that as well, but I sold both ships because they were expensive. I knew that the price on the ships would go down eventually, and I didn't really want to lose too much ISK. So I went and sold them for a very good price. They have been well integrated, well built. The Tempest survived a supercarrier, not something that a lot of ships can say. And that thing was a floating brick. I honestly love that thing. I don't know if that ship is still alive out there. Maybe, maybe not. I would say probably not, because the ships that I usually build have a very specific way of use, and I build them the way I kind of need them to be built. And for the average occasional situation out there, it would be either overkill or it would not work the way that most players would want it to work. But for specific occasions and for stuff like that, yeah, I don't know any other ship that is more suitable for the job. Next we have a Chameleon. Well, is this ship a sign-up bait? Usually, you know, the Chameleon became one of the more common sign-up ships out there. I would guess because it's tanky and just because it's sneaky. That's just my guess, really. I have a Chameleon I don't use. I have so many ships that I don't really use, but I like the Chameleon. I have all the skills for it now. I should use it. I'm a little bit confused on how to use it, because this thing is definitely on the Actually, I'll see what I'll do with the Chameleon. It could potentially be a very interesting ship. Alright, well, that's definitely not a Sinobait Chameleon, because if this was a Sinobait, the Sino would already been out and open. But this Chameleon is now into hull. Definitely a shield tank Chameleon. Oh, that's a good hit. Okay. The Chameleon has been destroyed. Let's take a look at what we caught here. 3.5 billion, not bad. This looks like a PvP Chameleon, although a cheaper Chameleon. These ships used to be so expensive, at least on the IP, and they used to be so expensive as a kill value. I have a bunch of them over 15 billion, which was very nice. Oh look, a Fiend. Now, the Fiend is definitely one of the more interesting ships that you can currently fly. I say interesting because one of the very few ships that are capable of doing a full-on passive tank with a lot of shield. This thing has a lot of shield. Yeah, that's a lot of shield on that Fiend. I would guess they might have a generator or two, or they might have a extender. But that's definitely a passive shield build Fiend based on the amount of hit points that the raw shield has there. But once the shield goes down, the whole ship basically just disappears from sight, because the ships tend to have very powerful shields, but the armor and hull usually weak and does go down quickly. And the Fiend has been destroyed. Okay. Let's take a look at what we have caught here. A 3.5 billion Fiend. Yes, this was a large afterburner and a large extender. Okay. That's interesting. Well, that's an interesting ship, that's for sure. Interesting build as well. I have a Fiend, but as the case with that ship, I don't fly it that often, unfortunately. Okay, let's go to the next target. Now, I have been using the Mauler throughout last year, and the Mauler is definitely a fun ship. Still a little bit disappointed in the not level up system. What was it called again? The rigging system, I guess? The thing that was cancelled a couple months ago.
Warp drive
that was
active.
supposed to bring Tech 3 level ships. If that was done properly, the Mauler would have been one of the more interesting ships for a vast majority of players, because you would be able to have 3-4 medium slot modules, even more low slots perhaps, and you would be able to do a lot more with this ship. Doesn't mean that the current Mauler is bad. This is still a very solid ship. It's just that the lack of medium slots, for example, is just one of the things that is going to make this ship less attractive for a lot of players. This ship is attractive for me, of course, I fly it. But if that system was done properly at the time, and if that system was launched, and if players liked it, or should I say, if it was actually good, this ship would probably be one of my main ships right now, because I would build it in such a way that it would definitely have more medium slots, and it would be definitely different, and most importantly, this thing would have been a lot more tankier. But you know, we have to wait and see what the developers do with that. I'm still fairly sure the Tech 3 system, Tech 3 level system, the subsystem stuff and stuff like that will be done at one point. I just hope that it will be done in the image of EVE Online, because that's, I think, one of the ways how to do it properly without making the whole community angry. Because let me be real, the thing that they wanted to do and release, yeah, that was bad. Okay, now when I think about it, yeah, it was pretty bad. The idea is okay. I mean, having the ability to build every ship the way you want to is amazing, but no, it's not fun that to be locked by a grind wall like it was in the first iteration of that, like a couple months ago. In the first version of that
Docking
was
request
cancelled.
accepted.
Would be like implants again all over, and I think we all know how annoying it is to grind for the implants. The grind is only one thing. How much it costs, the cost of that is also one of the things that it makes my eyes roll back in my head when I see the cost of implants right now. That's just how silly they are. Okay, well, tracing a Vexor sniper, but I'm not really sure that if I'm going to be able to catch this Vexor, because yeah, there is the Vexor. Am I going to be a nope? Nope, that's not happening. Okay. If I had targeting, I need to have a specific. Sorry for the weird noise. If there was any weird noise, I have the bad habit of accidentally pushing my microphone out of the USB port, and that tends to cause difficulties in recording. In any case, I missed the Vexor. It was just way too fast. I need to have a specific ship with targeting rates for this purpose, because yeah, I missed way too many cruisers because I can't lock them on quickly. But there is one more ship, actually two more in local. I'm just waiting to see what potential ship warps in. Could be something interesting. If it is something interesting, well, we might catch something. Okay, a Maller trainer. Now this is one of the more rare ships. You don't usually see a Maller trainer that often. I think that these ships are also seeded, but at the same time they're also quite expensive for alpha clones. The regular Maller should be cheaper and much better than the trainer one, but I might have the chance to catch this ship. There is the Maller. That was a good distance. And caught. Perfect. Now, as I mentioned before, the Maller trainer is one of the more rare trainer cruisers, and always nice to have rare ships in your kill collection. That did not take long at all, but at the same time it's only a trainer cruiser, but a rare one, so I'll take it. No complaints from me, and they are usually on the more valuable side when it comes to kill value, and obviously one of the reasons why I like to catch these ships. They're rare. Let's take a look at the kill. 93 million ISK. Yeah, that's not a bad value for a trainer cruiser. But that's... I don't know what to say about that build, but I'm not going to comment on the build too much. Next we have a Caracal Navy. Now the Enforcer. Oh my god, this ship causes me so many headaches. You know, the Enforcer is definitely awesome. I love this ship. I would say probably one of the best cruisers in the game. But man, is this thing slow. I don't usually mind slow ships. I mean, I used to fly one of the slowest ships in the game, but for a cruiser, I mean, come on, can this thing go at least 3 kilometers per second like a normal cruiser? This thing is so slow. And again, it's not a big deal that it's slow. It's just it costs so much. The IP cost is crazy. It is a very robust ship, and it's able to have a lot of different things, but man, again, the speed is annoyingly slow, at least for me. And I love this ship. I still have this thing fitted with missiles, with rapid missiles, with torpedo launchers or heavy assault missiles. That was a good Caracal Navy catch. Looks like a PvP Caracal Navy. Okay, that's interesting. And a little fun fact, out of all of tier 6 cruisers, the Maller would probably be one of the best ones for PvP. For a long duration PvP at least. That thing can tank all of them, by the way. That's just the Maller being the Maller. A chunky little cruiser. Okay, next we have a Enforcer. Oh, that's just lovely. And I mean the Enforcer as well. I wish I was in a Celos. The Celos is much faster. I would be able to catch the... I would be able to run around from gate to gate much faster. We have both gates bubbled. Well, I guess we are playing a game of Catch the 20 billion ISK Cruiser, or Catch the Enforcer in short. Okay, let's go back to the gate. And we will be playing the game, I guess. If they attempt to tackle, if they attempt to do anything, I will be able to catch. Maybe I'll be able to catch, I don't know. Depends on a lot of different factors. It's also a cloaking. There is the Enforcer. Let's approach. It just needs. If I really wish I was in the cells, because that thing is just much faster than this ship, and I would be able to go from gate. I mean, I would be able to approach the gate faster, be in position on time, and chase much better. One of the reasons why I actually fly the cells a lot more often than the other cruisers is its speed. Angel Cruiser speed is something that I really enjoy. Warp speed and in general the ship velocity is very nice on Angel ships. Orbiting gate. I mean, technically we could stay here until the fuel runs out. Technically we could do that. Now let me tell you how many times I've had issues with the cloak. I think I have to refuel my ship like 10 times every 3 days or something. It is so annoying. Worst thing that happened with... The absolute worst thing that they've done with cloaking ships in general is giving them fuel for cloak. You know, at least make the... I don't know, the capacitor usage up. That would make more sense. Having fuel, really, for a electronic device? And, well, yeah. But on the bright side, I guess the fuel prices did go up. And fuel in general was... well, not was, is a lot more demanded now. Just because of how many things use fuel now and how many things will not work if you don't have fuel. So I guess it's good and bad at the same time. From a covertops pilot perspective, it's just annoying to have to refuel the ship every 3 minutes. That's just from someone who's been flying covertop ships since 2019 in this game. Having to the fact that you have to refuel every day, basically every 3 minutes, is annoying. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, and it is one of the things that I'll have to get used to. Well, we are still playing Catch the Enforcer here. Although I don't know how long we will be playing Catch the Enforcer. There is the Enforcer, and they're burning back. Yes, they are. Or are they? Yeah, they're definitely too fast. I mean, you don't really have a lot of options to catch the ship. You really have to catch the Enforcer right when they decloak, 12 kilometers away from the gate. That's one of the only ways to catch a cloaky ship jumping in and out, because you will not be able to catch the ship otherwise. The distance and the speed is just... The speed is okay, and distance is too short in order to have enough time to approach and tackle and then catch the ship. You really have to decloak. We have to land right next to them like I did now, but of course I'm in the wrong ship, and this was one of the occasions where I could have caught the Enforcer if I was in the cells. But it didn't happen. And my ship, what is this ship doing though? I have questions. Why is my ship going away from the gate when I clicked jump like 50 times or something? Oh well. The Enforcer is at the other side, and I don't know what happened with the. I know I clicked orbit, but I also clicked jump, and when you click jump, the ship should automatically approach the gate. I don't know why it didn't do that. But it seems the Enforcer is gone. I don't know what happened while I was away at the other end of the gate. Yeah, it seems the Enforcer is gone. Oh well, in any case, that was a fun little chase. That was actually pretty funny. And just more reasons for me to fly the Celos, or even actually fly the Stratius, since I already have the Bombard tactic implant for it. Oh well. In any case, that was still funny. Enjoy that
Warp
quite
drive
a bit.
active.
Next we have a Mauler. Well, let's see if I will be able to catch the Mauler. I forgot, I think back in the day I used to do this with the Cinnaball, and back in the day I was actually able to catch cruisers. Now I will have to go back and look at my old builds, because at the time I think I had a totally different
Warp drive active.
layout for the Cinnaball. Or maybe I still have that ship. I will have to go back and check the old videos, because I used to be able to catch cruisers on gate like this, and I'm fairly sure I did have some of the targeting rigs installed on the ship. Actually, I'm 100% sure I had targeting rigs back in the day, because there's no way that the Cinnaball has a better lock-on speed than the Celos. After all, the Celos is. I know actually it could have been because of the Cortops clocking device, because the Cortops clocking device does impact lock time, I believe. Not as much as it would on other ships, but it should still have an impact. So targeting rigs are definitely going to be needed for me for this ship if I want to catch cruisers or similar with the Celos. And I think I am going to be unable to catch this Mauler, but I will still attempt to catch them, because why not? Yeah, let me just see if I can catch. Okay, I might have a chance, okay. But I don't think it will happen. I think my lock-on speed is too slow for that. At least too slow for now. Let's go to the other gate and maybe we get lucky. This is how I caught that freighter, not freighter, this is how I caught that industrial ship with the Citadel last time. I'm so mad that did not drop. If that did drop, I would be... my ISK problems would have been solved. My ISK problems would have been gone. Oh, and I just noticed something. This is not the Celos, this is the Enforcer. Okay. And there is the Mauler. Lock on. Nope. Yeah, not catching that. Nope. Too slow. Too slow. Well, fair enough. Let's just go back to my original position. Yeah, this thing might need some locking rigs, targeting rigs.
Undocking.
And let's go to the next target. Let's actually this is the last target for today, I believe. We have a assault battlecruiser. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, my favorite targets with the Stratius are assault battlecruisers, because most of them have a lot of stabs. Most of them are snipers. And there is nothing more satisfying than orbiting a sniper at 0 with a Stratius. And there is nothing more satisfying than having 4 scranners on a ship that has 9 stabs. Well, the Stratius is still my... Actually, I need to make a list of my favorite ships in the game. at the time, I would say the actually, this might be my favorite ship, by the way, Stratus, because drones, cloaky, and stealthy. The best combinations you can get here. 63 kilometers, and they're moving. That's actually a fast battlecruiser. I think they're using a micro warp drive. Let me do a little calculation. Yeah, that's fast. Okay, definitely faster than me going cloaked towards them. That's approximately 30 kilometers, something like. Yeah, I would say something like that. Okay, let me just go warp off somewhere and then warping back in and attempting to catch. I'm a little bit confused. Why did the battlecruiser approach these ships if they are a sniper? I am kinda confused with that. But we will see.
Warp drive
We will
active.
see when I engage the ship in a moment. Okay, so I said 30 kilometers. I'll see what distance I will go back into. Might actually be more than 30. 37. Let's just try around that number. 35, 37 should do the trick. But above 30, that's for sure. 31. Okay. Well, I'm warping at 31. I mean, it's not going to make much of a
Warp drive
difference. I'll warp
active.
cloaked anyway. And depending on the distance, I can either tackle or approach while being cloaked, so I have options, which is a good thing with the Stratus. The Enforcer can do the same thing, by the way. The Enforcer and Stratus have about the same playstyle. The only difference is on the main weapon. The Enforcer can't use drones, unfortunately or luckily, I don't know. Okay, that's a fantastic weapon. What is this battlecruiser doing? I have absolutely no idea. Looks like they're using the long-range weapons. Well, I'll just rush them because I have a micro warp drive and I can't do that. So, orbiting at 0, drones are out. And, well, this should be fast. After all, bombard implant is that. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. Battlecruiser destroyed. Let's take a look at the loot. Yeah, they did have long-range weapons. Why have they been close to the ships here? I have no idea.
Warp drive active.
But we are about to take a look at the build in any case. It was a good catch, regardless of the reasoning why they have been so close to the ships. Good catch in any case. And let's take a look at the builds of. I have several questions. Is that a medium autocannon? Yes, it is. And a cloaking. Oh no. Yeah, let's just not look at that anymore. That'd be enough. And well, with that being said, that would be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. 2025 started, and well, I started 2025 with blowing up ships. The way I usually like to start a new year in this game. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, fly safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.